Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice, where I have heard and analyzed one song by Van Halen so far. That song featured Diamond Date, and just afterwards, a whole bunch of you, very vocally, told me that I need to hear Van Halen's other lead singer, Sammy Hagar. I love this. I love getting to discover and pursue bands and their history through your recommendations. It is so much fun. So let's get to it. I have to pause right away and say, as somebody who's only heard one other Van Halen song, which was Hot for Teacher, this feels like it's a different band entirely. It feels very serious, epic, momentous. And Hot for Teacher was just like wild fun. So I'm going to go back to the beginning one more time and just try and fit this into my understanding of what Van Halen is. It's, whoa. It's a cool pattern on the piano. This chord progression, or like the harmonic progression, it feels like an inspirational part of a movie. Ooh, okay, this now feels like a little bit more like the energy that we had in Hot for Teacher, but again, feels like a much more serious subject. That's just going to be because of keys and whatnot. And I do know that this has been placed in a few different films. So I think I probably heard it. I think it was in V for Vendetta, which I watched a very long time ago. I don't know if it was really obviously placed or whatnot. But I didn't know it was Van Halen for sure when I heard it. I'm going to go back a little bit to that big transition. Man, it's so wild how different this is. I love the space. When I say this space, I'm talking about the way that the piano now, there's not as much pedal down, so there's a lot more quietness between notes. And in the drum kit as well, it feels like there's a really nice reverb. I am comparing, by the way, studio version to studio version. I think that helps essentially level the playing field and give me two different senses of Van Halen that are still within what their ideal version of a song would be. And there are moments in this where they actually take both drums and piano out for a moment and give us some silence. So there's space in the music. Wow. And the way that they brought instruments in but took them away, again, lots of space.
Tomorrow, why put it off another day?
Okay, immediately, Sammy Hagar has a little more richness and darkness to the tone overall.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I hear a lot of punch and drive still, which is really going to match with Diamond Dave's style. But it feels like there's just something a little heftier. And
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish. But did you know that there's a YouTube Music app where you can also listen to the EDM version, the ska version, and of course, the original version? Duh. Get YouTube Music Premium.
Standing away.
Hager's voice. I'm going to go back.
Don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Why put it off another day? On my one little problem. Live up and standing away. Watch the step ahead, watch the step behind. Now we gotta run to get even. Man, I got your friends on my mouth. Yesterday, hey, come on, turn this thing around right now. Hey,
Huh. There is something really delightful in there that suddenly reminded me of Dio, who, if you guys have watched me on this channel very much, you know that I love Dio. I feel like that was the singer that made my mind go, this whole rock and roll into metal thing. Like, that's, holy crap. There are incredible, incredible singers. Dio is just the epitome of heavy singers, in my opinion. He's incredible. And I heard some really, really interesting sort of stylization that reminded me of him. I'm going to go back a little bit.
watch the step ahead, watch the step behind. Now we gotta run.
There. On a run. There's a way that he leans into that, like slides up and then off of it.
Yeah.
That's so, Dio is just so giving in his vocal delivery. And what Sammy Hagar here did, it just sounded like it was coming up from inside and pouring out to an audience and then just trickled down afterwards. I really, really, I feel like that's one of the classic Dio singing mannerisms. And I heard it right here. That's really cool. And that actually makes sense too, because again, Sammy Hagar has a little more heft in the voice. There's just a little more overall body in the sound.
Yeah.
And Dio's voice definitely had that as well. And so there's sort of a different way that you might use that voice to navigate different things. And this sort of mannerism is something that I would be more likely to see in a voice that's just a little more chonky. Right? Let's go back. It just sounds like his voice is super connected as well. It sounds like he's got really good breathing that is low. It sounds like all of the sound is originating from his core, even though, you know, the sound is really truly originating from your vocal folds, right? They are in here, they go wacka, 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 and that's what creates a pitch that goes wacka, wacka, wacka 440 times per second. That's a concert A, which is the note that orchestras tune on. So his voice, his sound is originating here. But when we talk about a connection that is low, we're talking about this feeling of the vocal folds being attached to what breath support is doing. And it almost feels like a string is between them sometimes. Those, there's breath pressure that builds up underneath, and we can sense that. And we can sense how our rib cage, how our diaphragm, how even your pelvic floor muscles are affecting that breath pressure. And all of that adds up to breath support. And so it sounds to me like he has this incredible core to his sound, partly because I can hear that the breath flow that's coming up to hit his vocal folds is just really attached to a lower support system. I'm gonna go back again. Oh, let's go back a lot more. I'm enjoying his voice quite a bit. Thank you guys.
Build up and stand in our way. One step ahead, one step behind it. Running down the one, getting up. I did your plans, I'm there about yesterday. Come on, turn this thing around right now. Hey, so tomorrow, right now, come on, it's everything. Right.
Okay, so
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
I'm also thinking about how do you choose a singer to follow somebody like Diamond Dave, right? He had so much fun, so much drive in his voice. There's sort of a recklessness to it as well, which is really, really cool. And I feel that Sammy Hagar's top feels a lot more like Diamond Dave's top. There's a lot of similarity in that area and just a certain rasp in the tone. And again, that ever-present drive that's like going the whole time, which helps you continue to hear his voice over all of the instruments. Side note, when they switched to right now, I love the way we suddenly got this major chord progression underneath. It feels like it was kind of dark and then it was mega inspirational. Like, could I play this at some sort of inspirational corporate event? Maybe, right? I like it. I dig it.
One step ahead, one step behind. Now we gotta run to labor.
I love that part.
Man, future plans, don't live about yesterday. Come on, turn this thing around right now. Hey, for tomorrow, right now. Come on, it's everything.
That's the part that made me think, oh yeah, I see the similarity in why this sound for both vocalists is just a great sound for Van Halen. Yeah, I don't know, it's very peppy somehow, while being heavy at the same time in this part.
So tomorrow, right now, come on, it's everything. Right now, it's a magic moment. Do it right here and now. It means everything. Miss me.
Ooh, I think we're going back into some minor
Yes, we
there.
are.
I just gotta say, I totally vibe with this message. This idea of going and doing something right now, of making your impact right now. I feel like, honestly, that's a large part of the success that I've had in life. I have a lot more success when I say, I'm just going to do something. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get it done right now. I'm not going to try to make it 100% perfect. I'm going to go get that thing done. Or some people wait for the perfect moment to say something to somebody that they've been really concerned about. Nah, just do it right now. There's no time like the present to get something done, to make that move that you've been wondering about. So I love the message. I love it. Okay, back a little bit, and then we'll keep going.
It's a magic moment. Do it right here and now.
I like that too. Just say, I want to go back to that again.
Do it right here and now. It means everything. You miss a beat, you lose the rhythm. Well, nothing falls in the face. Ow! Overmatched by affection. With a smile on your face. Ow!
I also love the little interjections from him. That's really fun. It's fascinating hearing what I considered a really full-throated, like, meaning there's a lot of openness here, and again, has a lot of core in the sound, I feel like we have a lot of access to that lower breath support. We have all of those things sort of almost classically prepared through here.
Right.
And then we've got this mega, like, just forward focus of the resonance, and then a little bit of edginess too. Just, I would say, like, those, the major forward focus and the edginess to the phonation, those are the things that make it a rock sound. It's a fascinating combo of sound creation and sound shaping, and I love it.
By affection, shake the little on your face. Oh, all that you get, the more you want. Now you made one for another. Well, I did wrong to make it easy. One time. Come on, turn this thing around right now. Hey, it's all tomorrow.
I just realized this almost feels cheesy how inspirational it is. Right? There's like, it's a little bit dramatic in the inspiration, and it's so different in message from Hot for Teacher. And I wonder if that has to do with the two singers and how they influence the songwriting. I have no idea. Right? Definitely let me know about that in the live premiere in chat, or just let me know about that in the comments on YouTube, because I'm wondering how we got such different songs from the same band with just a lead singer swapped out. That's how did that happen?
Cleans better with fewer sheets. Charmin Ultra Strong.
At Kroger Pharmacy, Care is saving you time by making it easy to manage your prescriptions. We can contact your doctor for renewals and text when your prescription is ready for pickup. Care is convenience that works for everyone. A world of care is in store.
I think, we're going into some sort of interesting bridge, I think.
That's right.
We'll see this moment. I hear that sort of
That's right.
fervent, full of fervor delivery from him that is also very reminiscent of Meatloaf. There's just, again, and that gets into that dramatic edge. And guys, I also really love dramatic singing and sometimes cheesy singing, because hey, I come from opera. If you want drama, opera is going to be your absolute best genre for singing. That's so I totally dig this slightly over the top feeling that I'm getting, and I think that would make me bounce in my car and have a better day.
Magic moments, do it right here and now. It means everything.
Ooh, looks like a church bell. Okay, I think that piano pattern is the same or is related to the one we heard at the very beginning.
Yes.
Definitely had that church bell, and anytime you have some sort of, it's like a tubular bell, I think is what was used there. It gives a certain seriousness to the situation right away, right? That it feels like it has a darkness to the overall tone. And then, of course, I think we went back into some minor. So it's overall, we've got gloom and inspiration at the same time.
It means everything.
I really like the complexity of that pattern.
Right now! Hey!
Oh gosh, that is satisfying. This is the reason that I wanted to get into Van Halen was because I was told the great guitar stuff, but also I remember I keep thinking back to when I thought Van Halen was also lead singer and how blown away I was to learn that was that Diamond Dave is the lead singer in the first place and not Van Halen. Anyhow, that guitar solo had so many cool aspects to it. Like there's some really fun pitch bending, pitch choices for sure. I'm gonna go back and listen to it again.
Yeah!
That's so cool. Do they call those harmonics when playing on a guitar? I don't know. Really, really cool high sounds first coming, leading us into it. Also, crazy pitch choices. Like, what's that? What's that little extra slide in there? That's so cool. What a sort of I don't think there's any world where I would have thought like I'm playing this cool melody and I'm gonna just pop in this extra little glimmer sparkle on top of this slide that happens in the middle of that. And the way he played with that pitch on top and like reached up to it and then just barely hung out before going to the next part, that's awesome. And the pitch bends in there. There's like a little inner cringe and glorious delight that I feel at the same time. Because pitch bends, like there's something about my pitch training that makes me cringe away from them. Because I'm like, oh, it's not on pitch, but it's bending, of course. And so now when I have that moment of, oh, it's not on pitch, I feel delighted that somebody can create such a strong emotion in me from just a pitch bend. I love that fun.
Right now! Hey! So tomorrow! Right now! Come on! It's everything! Right now!
I'm just gonna say, I love his vowel formation on top. The way everything, all of those vowels were beautifully clear, but I would guess that they're slightly modified because it's so high and sustained with so much power. I think it's just the perfect tiny bit of modification to still have the words be super clear and the tone miraculous.
Come on! It's everything! Yeah. It's a magic moment! Do it right!
Yeah, the way he goes into that O, you can hear that really, really low support and attachment. When you hear that somebody start to sound like that, where it feels a little primal, where there's almost like a tiny bit of a groan almost to the start of the sound, that's a good sign that they're attaching to their lower support really well.
What's happening? Right here now. Right now. Right now.
Ooh, that one was also super fantastic and controlled really well. Wow. He's got good technique.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Oh, I thought what are you waiting for was going to be our last line in there. Oh, no, we've still got some time. This is a long fade. Is that drumming going into another song there? Because I'm going to go back just a little bit and see where it goes until the very end of this YouTube video. Because normally I don't hear drums coming in at the end of the song like that. That puts more energy into it. Maybe they're saying to turn this thing around and go back and listen to it from the beginning again.
No, not quite.
I'll let you guys do that. Go back to the very beginning after we finish the analysis. Let's let it keep going for now. Right? I feel like that must be leading into something else.
No, it's not. That's the beauty behind it.
No, fade out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
That was both expected and unexpected. Mm-hmm. I knew that for y'all to recommend Sammy Hagar so much, it was going to be a very impressive voice. I really, really love the combination that I hear of so many great singers, yet in his own unique signature sound.
That's right.
And very unexpected, because I just did not expect such a serious song. It is powerful, it is inspirational, and it is so different from Hot for Teachers. So I have no idea where this is going to go next. If you guys want to make a suggestion for what song you want to see me react to and analyze next on the channel, you can leave that in the comments below this video. You can also say hi to me in live premiere, but it's going so fast I don't always see all of your recommendations. So put it in the comments below the video. That's the best way for it to be seen. You can also join our Patreon, where we have a monthly vote as well. And sometimes I do other ones that I see patrons recommending. So anyhow, if you want to go back to that original Hot for Teacher recommendation analysis and see the massive difference, you can check that out over here. May you fall more in love with music every day.